My people, what's up? Good to see you again. Hope you're good. Hope your week went well and hope you're resting with the weekend. Okay, so this week we're going to be talking about dealing with loneliness and maintaining a good mental health. Yes, dealing with loneliness and how to maintain a good mental health in the US. I know all of us now are far from home, right? And tendency to be lonely, you know. We're going to be talking about ways which we can try to combat that a little bit. And then mental health, yes, it's a serious something. I know some people will be like, mental health, really? Like, no, that's not for me. Let me warn that America has a record of giving people mental health issues. So please be warned. And I think maybe partly because of the work nature of America, and plus the community system in America is not as strong as back in Africa, right? Africa, there we have a very good community system. Everybody's caring for each other and loving each other and all that kind of thing. So compared to what we have in America. So yeah, maybe that's part of the reasons, you know. So, but we have to be aware of this, all right? And we have to take precaution measures to make sure that we're not victims of this. Because trust me, it can affect your performance at work. It can affect your performance in whatever you're doing. So you want to be sound, mentally okay, you want to be fine, you know. All right, so number one thing I would say in dealing with this, find a community. You want to find a community of people who love you, people who share the same value as you do, people who have similar interests as you do, you know, people who have the same worldview as yourself, you know, people that your style and your lives align. You know, those are the people you want to find and bond with. You know, don't force yourself on people, but you know, you just find those people that you like them, they like you. You understand? Your values align, and that. So find those kind of people, bond with them. You want to have a community. You know, this could be among students, it could be at church. You know, it could be from Africans, fellow Africans around. It could be from non-Africans. You know, it doesn't have to be Africans, really. You understand? So, but find a community, okay? That's also going to be a support system for you, honestly, and you need that. All right, you need that. I know we call daddy and mommy back home and friends, close friends and families, and that's good too. That's good too. But you also need an in-person community. So please find a community. And by the way, let me just warn that concerning calling people back home in Africa, yeah, it's good. But please be careful, so that you don't spend all your time, you know, chatting with people in Africa, because a lot of people will be chatting you up now, especially now that you're in the abroad. Abi, you don't japa. So a lot of people will be chatting you up. People that didn't used to chat you before will be chatting you. So please just be careful so that you don't spend all your time responding to messages and all that. I have some friends who will have two WhatsApp. One at WhatsApp for African contacts, and then the other WhatsApp for American contacts. So the one for African contacts, they just go there once a week, respond to all the messages, go out, yeah. And then the one for America is the one they use more often. So if you want to do something like that, might be great, you know, but please don't spend all your time responding to messages, you know, please. Okay, number two thing I would say is be deliberate. Be deliberate about a balanced life. Be deliberate about having a balanced life. If you're not deliberate about it, it's not going to happen. So you see, the key word there is deliberate. Okay, deliberate. Yeah, there's a tendency to just walk in this America. And trust me, you need to slow down sometimes. You need to take a break. You need to recoup. You know, now mental work we they do, honestly speaking, like our brains, we are here as professionals, right? So our brain is working, you understand? And you need to be calm so your brain can work well. You need to calm down and think slowly. You don't want to be rushed. I know there will be pressure from professor, from your boss, but you need to manage those pressure. You need to slow down. You need to slow them down sometimes, honestly speaking. Learn to take breaks. Learn to go out and just recoup. It's very necessary. It's not a waste of time. It is not. It is necessary. Oh, there was a time I was preparing for an exam, professional exam, and I needed sleep. I had not finished the material to the extent I wanted to. I had covered good ground though, but I had not finished it the way I wanted to. And serious sleep was calling. I went for the sleep because I told myself, this sleep is part of preparing for the exam. The next day was the exam. If I'm not well rested, like, what am I going to do in the exam hall, So that is part of recouping, relaxing, can be part of your success, honestly speaking, can be part of pushing you to be better at your work. Yeah. So please take note of that. The last thing I would say is draw strength from God. Okay? Learn to draw strength from God. Isaiah chapter 40, verse 30-31. It says, the youth shall be weary, and the young men shall utterly fall. The youth, young people like me and you, shall get weary, get tired, And if you think about it, who don't used to even get tired? Everybody marathon runners, they tire too, they get tired too. So the scripture there is saying that there are some certain people, however, in verse 31, that will not get tired. It says, those are the people who draw strength from God. Verse 31 says, but they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be tired. So please, morning devotions, don't say you're so busy and all of that. I'm just saying it like this, but this is very serious. I can assure you, there's a tendency to just jump out of bed, good morning, Lord, did it, enjoy it, just run out of the house. A lot of things to do that day. You are dying, your strength is going, you just don't know it. So please be careful. Be careful. Make time with God. That's how your strength is renewed. That's how you are rejuvenated. Okay, so find a community. Like I said, people who love you, you love them. People who bond with you, you bond with them. Find a community. You need one. All right. Be deliberate about having breaks. Please have a balanced life. Your mental health is everything. Trust me, you don't want to lose your mental health though. You can't do anything. Your performance is just going to be low if you don't. So you want to protect. You want to protect your mental health. You want to protect it. You want to be sound. You want to be sound. There is a tendency. That's why I'm doing this video. There is a tendency in America. I don't know what it is, but there's a tendency to just lose it if you're not careful. So please be aware of that. And then the last thing, please draw strength from God, fellowship with God. All right, your personal altar, and also fellowship with the brethren is great as well. So please. All right, that's it. And next week we're going to be talking about preparing for graduation. Okay, yeah. What are the things I should be doing now that I'm in school before graduation, so that once I graduate, I can seamlessly go into that job, walk into immigration, have things settling in for me. So what are the things I should be doing now in preparation for graduation? This is what we'll be talking about next week. You don't want to miss it. In the meantime, commit you into the hands of God. God be with you. Have a blessed week. I love you. Bye.